हसरत है हमारी बाबा, कर दो वो पूरी आके। मिल जाओ प्यारे बाबा हम बच्चों से आके। मिल जाओ प्यारे बाबा हम बच्चों से आके।
माँ बाप समान अर्थात संपूर्णता की मंजिल पर पहुंचना। ब्रह्मा बाप वतन में आप सब बच्चों की संपूर्ण अव्यक्त फरिश्ते बनने का आह्वान कर रहे हैं। ब्रह्मा बाप के आह्वान का गीत व मधुर आह्वान के आवाज सुनाई नहीं देता। आओ बच्चे, मीठे बच्चे, जल्दी जल्दी आओ। ये गीत व बोल सुनाई नहीं देता। ब्रह्मा बाप का आवाज सुनो, कैच करो। ब्रह्मा बाप यही कहते कि बच्चे 99 वर्ष को सोचते बहुत है क्या होगा, ये होगा, वो होगा, ये होगा व नहीं होगा, ये होगा। इस सोच में ज्यादा रहते, ये तो नहीं होगा। कभी सोचते होगा, कभी सोचते नहीं होगा। ये होगा होगा कब गीत गाते रहते, लेकिन अपने फरिश्ते बन के संपन्न संपूर्ण स्थिति में तीव्र गति से आगे बढ़ने का श्रेष्ठ संकल्प कम करते हैं। होगा क्या एक गाकर के गीत ज्यादा गाते। बाप कहते हैं कुछ भी होगा, लेकिन आपका लक्ष्य जो होगा वो देखने और सुनने का है। वह ब्रह्मा बाप समान फरिश्ता बनने का उसकी तैयारी कर ली है।
बड़ी मन भावनी मुरली प्रेम से प्राणों को सींचे। रसीली तान की ये डोर आपकी ओर ही खींचे, आपकी ओर ही खींचे। रूहानी स्नेह का जादू आपकी मीठी बातों में, रूहानी स्नेह का जादू आपकी मीठी बातों में।
Om Shanti. Become a carefree emperor of the land without sorrow by being full with all attainments. I am an embodiment of the 8 powers. Now, you children are emperors of the land without sorrow, and you have the attainment of all powers. But if there is the influence of any bad company, or if you're influenced by any of the physical senses and lose your power, then the intoxication and happiness you have attained will be lost. Therefore, never forget the awareness. I am an embodiment of the 8 powers and an emperor of the land without sorrow. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Avyakti Parivar. Today's day 20. Become a carefree emperor of the land without sorrow by being full with all attainments. Today's topic: I am an embodiment of the 8 powers. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti. Every day Baba looks at us with different images, different powers, and also give us blessing to be full of all those powers. So for today, Baba is giving us the homework and the signal to be the image of 8 powers. Actually, there are many, many powers, but Baba is mentioning about 8 powers. Because every power is important. And the powers in the hands of goddesses are shown as 8 hands, 8 arms, holding many different kinds of weapons, armaments. Because whenever you have to be victorious, which we have to be over Maya, over matter. So if we have to be victorious, then you need weapons. When you need to do a task, you need hands. So that is why they show hands as one which cooperates in the task. So Baba says that your stock should be full. Your all powers should be there. So Baba uses word Sarva Shaktivan, all powers. Our Baba is almighty, and Baba's each child should also be full of all the powers. First very important power which helps us to concentrate is the power to withdraw. Very beautiful image of a turtle. How turtle has to do actions, will open all the limbs, feet and mouth, and when turtle has to wind up, will fold all the organs within. and becomes like a strong, very strong shell. Nobody can attack, nobody can do anything. So same is our sense organs, our physical organs, when has all the powers. Then you become very, very powerful and strong. And nobody can attack. So if you look at each power to discern, so important. At every point in the life, you need to discern. So how to discern is also very, very important. So all these powers, you have to create awareness, and then you become, with the practice of awareness, then you become the image of those powers. Now you children are emperors of the land without sorrow. You have the attainment of all powers. But if there is the influence of any bad company, or if you are influenced by any of the physical senses and lose your power, then the intoxication and the happiness you have attained will be lost. So, a lot of inner happiness, joy, contentment is only when there are all powers. But if you lose any power, like you lose power to judge, and your judgment is not right, so you will lose happiness. So, how power, happiness are very deeply connected. Therefore, never forget the awareness that I am embodiment of 8 powers, emperor of land without sorrow. So connect power and happiness. Because happiness and peace also are the experiences of mind, and powers also are the abilities, capacities of the mind. So it's both very connected. Because soul has mind and intellect, and both are conscient, right? They function day and night. So we have to see that how we inculcate, pay attention to imbibe all the powers and also claim then victory. We don't lose happiness, and we don't lose any power, so that we can stay the emperor of the land without sorrow and a carefree emperor. So constantly maintain the awareness that I am the embodiment of all powers. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, Avyakti Parivar, and thank you, Sister Mohini. I know that you are going to be getting ready to offer bhog in Madhuban. It's Satguruvar. And so I will play a game with my brothers and sisters here on Avyakti Parivar. So are you ready to play a game with me? All right. Sister Mohini has been talking about connecting happiness to the powers. And actually, today is the United Nations International Day of Happiness. And the topic that they are focusing on, the theme, is reconnecting to happiness. So when I heard Sister Mohini talk about connecting happiness to being the embodiment of the 8 powers, I say, oh, that's a wonderful game to play with you. Because what we'll be practicing tomorrow is, Baba says that we must live in this land free from sorrow, and that land is called heaven. But also the souls will be living in an inner state of attainments in this land of happiness. So this inner state of attainment must be a whole lot of happiness. So the game, reconnecting happiness to the 8 powers, we will look at what is the happiness that is connected to the power of accommodating. What is the happiness that's connected to the power to withdraw? What's the happiness connected to the power to tolerate? What's the happiness connected to the power to face? What's the happiness connected to the power to discern? What's the happiness connected to the power to decide or judge? What's the happiness connected to the power to cooperate? And what's the happiness connected to the power to pack up? Now, I know if I were to ask you, and I am going to ask you, what's the happiness connected to the power to accommodate? Then you're going to have to think. And I don't want you to think, because we're celebrating Daddy Janki, and she left me with the mantra, don't think. So I don't want you to think, right? But I want you to experience happiness in relation to the powers. So the game is, if Daddy Janki were to tell you what this happiness is connected to the powers, what would she say to you? What would she say to you? So I want you to be the embodiment of the 8 powers. Visualize yourself like that. I'm the one with the 8 arms. I'm the one with all the powers. Now I want you to visualize Daddy Janki. And she's going to help you answer. She's going to help you experience that happiness in relation to the power. And then you could write it down. And then I'll tell you what she would have said, because I'm very fascinated by this book. It's a book called Rare Moments with Daddy Janki that Sister Judy actually did. And she took all of Daddy's notes, the notes from Daddy's classes over the years, and she put them in this very beautiful book. So she gave me the book yesterday, and I've been flicking through the book. And when I heard I was going to be taking you through this, which I realized was connecting happiness to the 8 powers and to play a game with you, I thought that's the best way to keep your interest. I also went through the book and picked out what Daddy would have said happiness is in relation to these 8 powers. But I want you to think a little bit, or to experience a little bit, what Daddy would have said to you. So let's start with the power to accommodate. The power to accommodate, what would Daddy say to you happiness is like when it reconnects or it connects to this power? What would the happiness be? What do you think she would tell you? Happiness and the power to accommodate. What's the happiness in that power? Well, listen to what she said. Happiness is to serve from the depth of experience. So when you connect happiness to the power to accommodate, she says happiness is to serve from the depth of experience. And she explained it this way. When you listen to something and you go into the depth of that practically, then you start to experience it. Going into the depth, you start to experience it. And then a feeling would emerge from that depth. So you're like accommodating the knowledge, and you're churning the knowledge, and you're experiencing the knowledge, and then this feeling emerges. And that feeling is that you will want to share it with others. So she says, happiness is to accommodate by serving from the depth of your experience. Isn't that beautiful? The next power, the power to withdraw. What do you think Daddy Janki would say? What she said is happiness, with the power to withdraw now, it's happiness connected to the power to withdraw is just being. And what should we be? Be the 3 Om Shantis. Withdraw into Om Shanti. So the first Om Shanti you're going to withdraw into is being who I am. And that gives happiness. The second Om Shanti you will withdraw into is who is mine, Baba, and that gives happiness. And the third Om Shanti you're going to withdraw into is what do I need to be? Or what do I need to do? And you will do that with happiness. So withdrawing is into these 3 Om Shantis, and there's a happiness experience. Then the power to tolerate. What's the happiness connected to the power to tolerate? What do you think Daddy Janki would say? Happiness is pure wishes, and pure wishes are essential to tolerate. So pure wishes enable the intellect to have faith in Baba, faith in the drama, and faith in godly love. And it is godly love that brings the pure feelings that would allow us to tolerate. Isn't that beautiful? And it gives a lot of happiness. The other one, power to face. What do you think Daddy Janki would say? The happiness experienced in the power to face. What do you think she would say? She said, happiness is seeing with love when connected to the power to face. And this is what she said. I play the part of remaining in Baba's vision and keeping Baba in my vision. There are times when the chariot, her body, has to face a lot. And it is in that exchange of drishti with Baba that works its magic. So even though her body has to face a lot, and we know how much Daddy Janki went through, her happiness remained because she was totally in the magic of Baba's drishti on her, and she in Baba's drishti. That's beautiful. Okay, the next power, the power to discern. So how is happiness connected to the power to discern? Happiness is also lightness, right? So if I have to discern, I have to be very light. So Daddy says happiness connected to the power to discern is in being silent. And this is what she said. Divine insight, which is my power to discern now, divine insight, that intellect, is a gift. It's a subtle gift. So whatever question arises, in 1 second I should go into deep silence rather than go into the expansion of the question. I go into the silence, to the essence. And she says, in this deep silence, I listen to Baba's signals. And when Baba's signals are received, the soul dances in a lot of happiness, because the soul is very clear what it has to discern or what is being discerned. Very insightful, isn't it? Then the next power is the power to decide or to judge. I took the word judge out and I said, okay, how about the power to decide? And what do you think Daddy would say? What's the happiness connected if you could make the right decision? What would be that happiness? What would it feel like? What would it be experienced as? And she said, happiness is experienced when connected to the power to decide or judge as freedom. And she explains it to be when the intellect is safe from influences, and when the soul is full of happiness and peace and power, then all the other resources will be readily available to the soul, to all the other resources. And then within that kind of availability of the other kinds of resources, then the accurate decisions are made. So what she's saying, it's not a linear process that this one did this and that one did that, and now I'm going to make a decision. No. Or I'm going to judge your situation. She says, no, the intellect has to be free from influences. The soul has to be with all its attainments, the happiness, the peace, the power, and then all other resources, the cooperation from others, the atmosphere, Baba's signal, everything will be there. And I'll be able to make the right decisions. But again, beautiful. Then the other one, the seventh power, is the power to cooperate. So what's the happiness that is connected to the power to cooperate? What would give the soul a sense of being very happy if it could do this? Any guesses? We're playing a game. I hope you're participating in the game and you haven't left me halfway and I'm just telling you all the answers from Lady Janki. I hope you're also coming up with your answers as she would say it to you. Are you still playing with me, or you have all gone off somewhere else? You're playing, right? Playing the game? All right, power number 7. What do you think Daddy would say? What's the happiness connected to cooperate? And what she said is happiness connected to the power to cooperate is spiritual friendship. And she explains it in this way. As a spiritual friend, it is my duty to give subtle support and company. This is natural to friendship. So if you have a friendship, what will come natural to you is to want to give them support and company, even if it is subtle, but you want to be there for them. So that is saying this is natural in friendship. Cooperation connected to friendship, she's saying, is, and the happiness that comes from that is to give that spiritual love and spiritual support. And she says what gives her the happiness is because she wants to see everyone embraced in Baba's arms. And I thought that was such a beautiful image for cooperation. Everyone embraced in Baba's arms, and so that cooperation leading to unity. So she says she offers this spiritual friendship because she would love to see everyone embraced in Baba's arms, and that gives her happiness. And then the last one is the power to pack up. So how is happiness connected to the power to pack up? What would she say to you? What she said was the happiness comes from having passed the last test paper. And you know what the last test paper is? Just one Shiv Baba and no one else, right? Just one Baba. You have one thought, and that thought is going to lead you to your destination. So she says the happiness that comes from the power to pack up is none but one. And then she said, make such effort that you can go to Baba in 1 second. So I hope you like this game of connecting happiness to being the embodiment of the 8 powers. And Dadi Janki's answers, and of course I just pulled them randomly and said, oh, she would say this, oh, she would say that, oh, she would say the other. And so it's just what I think she would say on these 8 powers, connecting them to happiness. And so I think this might be a nice homework for you, right, for tomorrow, to take every power and to experience the happiness that is in that power. And as Dadi did, in the way she would respond to each one, or I think she would respond to each one, she didn't go, she expanded the landscape of the powers. And then she deepened what happiness would be experienced as when I am the master, practicing or living by these powers. So try to make it natural and then see how the happiness of actually being the embodiment of that power is experienced. So you could do that tomorrow, can't you? Avyakti Parivar? Huh? Okay, so I will say Om Shanti now. And let me see, there's something in the chat before I go. Giving in happiness. Okay. All right. So continue with this exercise tomorrow, and then it will grow your happiness, and you will flourish in your happiness, and you will bloom in your happiness. And the Satguru tomorrow will shower you with happiness, and you will just be catching all the happiness moment by moment tomorrow and forevermore, right? So you will forever live a happy life in this land that Baba has taken us to, the land without sorrow. Okay? Om Shanti, everyone.
Om Shanti Vikti Parivar. There's something very, very special happened in Madhavan Pandav Bhavan at Tower of Peace on 19th March in the evening. More than 500 double foreigners, and there are many, many sevadaris from Bharat, from different states. So all together sat at Tower of Peace and did the meditation from 6:30 to 7:30. It was so beautiful atmosphere, powerful, and we would like to show you some of the glimpse of that. Mohini Didi was present there, and Sudesh Didi, Prabha Didi, Shilu Didi. There were many others, Pratap Bhaiji, many other seniors also were there, and it was really, really nice experience. So let's watch some of the glimpse of that.
Baba's, our unlimited Father, is making us also unlimited. We are today here, global family. So our thinking also is to bring benefit, transformation to the whole world.
That becomes a real picture for them, an experience of sweet silence, deep silence, loveful silence, and blissful silence.
संगम युग का वर्षा यही है, शिव से मिलन मनाना। समय श्वास संकल्प सभी सेवा में लगाना। पवित्रता बरसाए जग में, पवित्रता बरसाए जग में, फरिश्ता झलक तुम्हारी, फरिश्ता झलक तुम्हारी। शिव पिता ने दी है तुमको, शिव पिता ने दी है तुमको श्रीमत कितनी प्यारी, श्रीमत कितनी प्यारी। मीठे बच्चों, प्यारे बच्चों।
इसलिए मुरली से प्यार माना, मुरलीधर से प्यार। और बाबा कहता भी है, अभी तो अव्यक्त हो गए, बाबा कहता था, कोई कहता था ना बाबा को, बाबा हमको आपसे बहुत प्यार है। तो बाबा पहले पूछता था, मुरली रोज पढ़ती हो, सुनती हो? कभी कहता था ना कोई, बाबा कभी कभी ऐसे। तो बाबा कहता था, मुरली से प्यार नहीं है तो मुरलीधर से प्यार हो ही नहीं सकता। क्योंकि मुरलीधर का प्यार किससे? मुरली से, जो रोज परम धाम से आता है मुरली चलन। ऐसा टीचर तो सारे क्लब में नहीं मिलेगा। तो सभी यहां जो आए हो इसका लाभ क्या उठाएंगे? क्योंकि अभी आपको एक ही काम है और कोई काम तो अभी करना नहीं है। यहां हम छोटे थे ना, तो हम लोग आपस में कहते थे यहां आना माना क्लास और गिलास। खाने खाओ और क्लास करो। अभी भी आपकी दिनचर्या क्या है? उठेंगे तो गिलास या खाना। तो यहां आप जो निरंतर योगी की लाइफ है ना, वहां फिर भी काम काज होता है ना, तो चलाना पड़ता है दिमाग उसका भी। यहां तो एक ही काम है। तो निरंतर योगी, कर्म योगी जो बाबा कहता है, वो यहां बहुत सहज अनुभव कर सकते, क्योंकि कोई बोझ नहीं है दिमाग में, एक ही काम। और कुछ ये बोलना भी नहीं है, आपस में आए हैं हाल चाल पूछें, नहीं। हाल चाल तो कहीं पूछ चुके। अभी सिर्फ कर्म योगी, खाना खाना ये भी कर्म है, या निरंतर योगी। बस बाबा बाबा, मीठा बाबा, प्यारा बाबा, मेरा बाबा। मेरा कभी भूलता है? तो बाबा ने भी कहा है मेरा बाबा कहो। सारे दिन में आप सोचो क्या याद रहता है? मेरा ही तो याद रहता है। और मेरी चीज कभी भूलती भी नहीं है। ऐसा होता है मानो यहां आए आप, आपका रुमाल गिर गया। हमको पता है कि सफाई होती है रोज, फिर भी मैं आऊंगी ना, फिर भी मेरे को याद आएगा रुमाल मेरा यहाँ गिरा था। अरे चला भी गया होगा कहाँ पता नहीं, लेकिन मेरा था ना, तो अटेंशन जाएगा। तो मेरी चीज भूलती नहीं है। इसीलिए बाबा ने कहा मेरे मेरी की आदत है ना, तो मेरा बाबा कहो। और मेरा बाबा कहने से खुशी कितनी होती है। मेरा है भगवान, मेरा कम बात है क्या? तो इसीलिए आए हैं, हमको बहुत अच्छा लगा आप आए। लेकिन ये काम करना कि यहां से योगी लाइफ में पक्के होके जाए। बाबा कहो, बाबा सामने आ जाए, मेरा बाबा। जहां जाओ मेरा बाबा, मेरा बाबा। खुशी और नशा। अच्छा, तो क्या लेके जाएंगे? यहां से योगी जीवन पक्की करके जाना। यहाँ जो भी योग में कच्चे हो ना, वो भले एकांत में, या बगीचे तो बहुत है, कहाँ न कहाँ बगीचे में, बाबा के कमरे में, अपने एकांत में बैठ के योग के सब्जेक्ट में पक्के होके जाना। और ये आप अपने कोई चेक कर सकते, दूसरा कोई नहीं कर सकता। तो क्या बन के जाएंगे? निरंतर योगी, कर्म योगी। अच्छा, ओम शांति।
शायद वो तेरी याद आई, साकार के दिन जब याद आए, तो स्नेह में अखियाँ भर आई, वो प्यार तुम्हारा याद आए।
Om Shanti Avyakti Parivar. So once again, we will be having a very, very special day. Tomorrow is the last turn of the season, Bab Dada's Milan Day. So 21st of March, the last turn. And Bab Dada's transmission will be on from Madhuban. So let's go through the schedule. Tomorrow, Amrit Vela, 3:30 a.m. to 4:45 a.m. Then 8:30 a.m. because time has changed. So now it will be 8:30 a.m. Eastern time. We will connect to Madhuban for Bab Dada's Milan. So in Avyakti Parivar Zoom, you can connect in main room for English and in breakout room for Hindi. So you can either join through Avyakti Parivar Zoom or you can even go online in YouTube. So they are available in various links. And then in the evening from 5 to 6 we will have English Sakar Muli. Together with that we will have Avyakti Children Muli class from 5 to 5:15 p.m. Then 6 o'clock Bhatti will start, followed by Bhog offering. So tomorrow Mohini Didi will be offering Bhog in Madhuban. It's the last turn and a huge crowd of Baba's children have arrived and they are from Maharashtra turn. A lot of Baba's children all around in Shantivan. So it's a beautiful scene here. And Mohini Didi will be offering Bhog. And of course, we will hear Bab Dada's message through Didi. And then we will have Hindi series, English series, and Avyakti Journey. So now let's do Avyakti Journey. Welcome to Avyakti Journey. Avyakt Murlis from 1969. Multi-million fold fortune and blessings.
Om Shanti. This is the Avyakt Murli of the 19th of September 1972. Means of eliminating compulsions, strength. That will only happen when you constantly remain absorbed in the remembrance of the One Father, Baba, and the inheritance. That is all, nothing else. Whilst seeing, listening, or coming into connection or relationship, you will consider it to be playing your part as a detached observer. The intellect should be lost in that love. Let there be the intoxication of the Father and the inheritance. This is why you must now create such a stage. Therefore, in order for you to judge yourself, these papers come to you. How else would you know? Each of you receives a thermometer to recognize your own stage, through which you can judge your own stage for yourself. There is no need for anyone to tell you anything. Do not become afraid. When you go into the depth, all fear will be finished. Because of not going into the depth, you become afraid. Baba has especially come to meet the Madhuban Nivasis. You are the ones with the most elevated fortune, are you not? Others continue to make programs, but you attain everything without programs. And so, this is a speciality, is it not? Baba himself comes running to Madhuban. The result is good. That was only a little upheaval. You have now understood that little upheaval, have you not? Now you have to remove even that. Even the slightest flaw will make you fail. If there is the slightest flaw in the last, final paper, then you fail. This is why, in order to make you strong, papers are given in advance. However, the result of the present time is very good. All of you are very good and loving and cooperate with one another. You were also told earlier that the machinery of subtle service is always working. And so the machinery of Madhuban Nivasis is always working. So the subtle machinery of the Madhuban Nivasis has now started to work. At other service centers also, there is subtle service taking place. But according to the present result, Madhuban Nivasis are number one in this service. This is why you are given congratulations. Until now, you have been giving the proof of love and cooperation. That proof is reaching wherever you want it to reach in the form of a medicine. Yours is a powerful medicine, is it not? As your powerful medicine reaches everywhere, accordingly, they are becoming healthy through that. If you continue to send even more powerful medicine, then they can become all right in even 1 week. There is a margin to make this fast. Even so, the result is good. When such a good result is seen, the light of the lighthouse reaches all 4 directions. Through this, other places are also being influenced by the influence of the lighthouse. Acha, to those who constantly move along in one direction and with a high speed, who constantly stay in the remembrance of one, to the Pandav army and the Shakti army. Love, remembrances, and namaste from Bap Dada. Om Shanti.
Become a a carefree emperor of the land without sorrow, by being full with all attainments. I am an embodiment of the 8 powers. Now, you children are emperors of the land without sorrow, and you have the attainment of all powers. But if there is the influence of any bad company, or if you are influenced by any of the physical senses and lose your power, then the intoxication and happiness you have attained will be lost. Therefore, never forget the awareness. I am an embodiment of the 8 powers and an emperor of the land without sorrow.
सर्व प्राप्ति संपन्न बेगमपुर के बेफिक्र बादशाह बनो। मैं अष्ट शक्ति स्वरूप अभी तुम बच्चे बेगमपुर के बादशाह हो और सर्वशक्तियों की प्राप्ति है, लेकिन अगर कोई न कोई संग दोष व कोई कर्मेंद्रिय के वशीभूत हो अपनी शक्ति खो लेते हो, तो जो बेगमपुर का नशा व खुशी प्राप्त है वह स्वतः ही खो जाती है। इसलिए मैं अष्ट शक्ति स्वरूप बेगमपुर का बादशाह हूँ। इस स्मृति को कभी भूलना नहीं। ओम शांति।
स्वरूपा तू ही तो है नव दुर्गा अष्ट शक्ति स्वरूपा तू है देवी स्वरूपा शक्ति स्वरूपा तू है शक्ति तुझ में बसी नौ निधि जगा ले तू ये स्मृति तू ही है शिव शक्ति जो जग से रहती है न्यारी वो आत्मा है सबकी प्यारी जो जग से रहती है न्यारी वो आत्मा है सबकी प्यारी जो न होती प्रभावित कहीं ये है संकीर्णता की शक्ति पुरानी बातों को जो मन से निकाले पुरानी बातों को जो मन से निकाले ना ईर्ष्या ना द्वेष को मन में पाले क्षमा के गुण से समेटे हर बात वो है समेटने की शक्ति तू ही है शिव शक्ति तू ही है शिव शक्ति
ओम शांति ओम शांति
निंदा या अपमान कोई करे जगत माता तुम उनको स्नेह करे तू ही तो है सहन शक्ति ग्लानि उदासी से तू है परे संभाले सभी के व्यवहार को संभाले सभी के व्यवहार को ऐसी अद्भुत समाने की शक्ति धरे तू शक्ति धरे तू है शक्ति जगा ले तू ये स्मृति
Recording stopped.
ओम शांति
ओम शांति दीदी ओम शांति मोहिनी दीदी
शांति मोहिनी दीदी ओम शांति अव्यक्ति परिवार
जी दीदी
ओम शांति अव्यक्ति
ओम शांति ओम
शांति
ओम शांति ओम शांति
Buenas noches.